Okay, it is Saturday, September 30th, and we are about to do some garden picking. These are our top pick purple hull peas, and they are starting to bear pretty heavy. This will be the first day we get to pick them, so I'm excited about it. And plus, they don't get as purple as the other purple hull peas we're used to, but they turn a pretty kind of a light purple, a red almost. And I picked one yesterday just to look and make sure it was ready, and they're ready. So we're going to pick them this morning, and we're going to pick the okra and the Mississippi purple hull peas. And we're going to dig sweet potatoes and pick green beans and then pick butter beans. So we've got a whole bunch of garden picking to do. So we'll get to it and then show you some clips during picking and also do a weigh-in afterward. All right, thanks. All right, I'm going to pick the okra. Oh man. Try again. I'm gonna have to break down to get the step ladder to fix the okra. Okay. And this is the patch of our Mississippi pink eye purple hull, and this is where we replanted after the nematodes. So we're going to pick them. There doesn't look to be as many of these, but we're going to go ahead and pick these. That's what we got off the Mississippi pink purple hull row. This is what we got off the top pick purple hull. So far these are producing much better, but we'll give them time. First picking off of each of these type of peas. And this is Aspen. Our neighbor got a new doggie. Calm down, baby. Her name is Aspen. She is beautiful. She is a white lab. Say hi. Oh my gosh, you're so precious. You are so precious. Okay, now we're going to pick the climbing green beans. And got a good bit, you might find. See, Alan picked them 2 days ago, but there's still, I mean, you can see plenty ready to be picked. So we're going to go ahead and pick them again today. Get a mess to eat for lunch. So we're going to pick these now. I'll be back and show you what we got. Ooh, they're beautiful. Alright, back in a minute. Here's today's green bean harvest off the climbing beans. And still a pretty nice harvest, especially seeing as Alan picked them about 2 days ago. So we'll do a weigh-in and let you know weights on all this in a minute. But pretty nice, definitely enough for a nice mess. Okay, now we're going to pick these bush green beans right up here by this fence. In between the fence and the purple hull peas, there's a row of bush green beans. We're going to crawl in here and pick them next. And we have another row of bush green beans. Well, several rows, but one row that's bearing over here on the other side of this pepper plant. So we're going to pick these bush green beans and the bush green beans I just showed you. I'll come back and show you what we get off that. Okay, these are the green beans we got off our bush beans. And I'm going to take the camera over here and show you what we left hanging. But this is a nice little picking for the first picking off of those 2 rows I showed you. I'm going to run over here real quick and show what we left on here. They're hanging like grapes. So in about 2 or 3 days, Alan should have a massive picking. Look. I mean, they're hanging like grapes. And they're beautiful. Let me see. I'm trying to find you some more. Left a whole lot on. So, here's some. Whole bunch of little young ones. So we'll have another good picking in a couple days. So fall green beans looking good. Next we are probably gonna pick some tomatoes. Back in just a second. Okay, picking tomatoes now. Some pretty. Here's a pretty one. Guess I need to go inside. Can you reach that, or you want me to go in the chicken coop? Chicken run. There's a pretty one. That's a nice one. Another pretty one. And the girls can't reach them. Is it driving you crazy, girls? Any more? Is that it? Oh, yeah. There's another one down here. We have the sugar snap peas growing on this side. What's left of the tomatoes hanging. And I haven't mentioned, I didn't check the temperature, but it's cold this morning. I'm in a sweatshirt. Al's in a t-shirt. I'm cold. I think the high's only supposed to be about 81 today, so nice and chilly. Looks like it for the tomatoes. One of our goals for this year was to pick over 1,000 pounds of produce from our garden, and it is September 30th, and we have, as of right now, 998.59 pounds, and Alan is weighing in the tomatoes, so this tomato harvest should put us over. What was it?
1.74.
Oh no! Was it not going to get it? Alright, so we harvested, Alan just weighed them in, and it was 1.74 pounds of tomatoes. So on 9:30, we go over to tomatoes. Tomatoes. 1.74. 1.74. Enter. Woo! 1,000.33 pounds of produce. 1,000.33 pounds of produce this year. And we still have 3 months to go. So definitely say we nailed that goal. Proud, proud. Woohoo! For tomatoes this year, we picked 124 pounds of Better Boy tomatoes. We've picked 155 pounds of Romas. We picked 1.54 pounds of green tomatoes. Let's see what else. 25 pounds of watermelons. Those have been delicious. What else? Peas. Purple peas, we picked 28 pounds. Pears, we got 20 pounds. What else? Cucumbers this year. We picked 93.73 pounds of cucumbers. Those are delicious. We made a lot of pickles, ate a lot of fresh. Butter beans, we only picked 3 pounds. Green beans, 141.84 pounds of green beans this year. I'm proud of our garden. All right, we're going to go finish picking. Got some sweet potatoes to dig. Jalapeno peppers. Got a nice little harvest of them this morning. A little bit of a pitiful butterbean harvest. Not many off of them. Seem to be a good many on the climbing beans that aren't ready yet, so maybe we'll get a decent harvest eventually, but not so much yet. Okay, we're getting ready to dig these sweet potatoes in the raised beds, and they are about 8 plants. There's 5 along this front edge, and then 3 more back behind. So we're going to dig these now and try not to disturb the pepper plants, even though they're not doing real well. We're going to try to leave them, let them go a little bit longer. But about to dig these sweet potatoes. All right, here we go. He's pulling back the vines, trying to find the that huge sweet potato sticking out of the ground. It's a good, good indicator. I hope we get a bunch of sweet potatoes out of this. All right, finding where to dig. One. 2. 3. Rock. Not a potato. Alright. Going in with a shovel. Or a pitchfork. Alright, we dug all the sweet potatoes out of this raised bed, and we got about half of a 5-gallon bucket full. So, not a huge harvest, but some of the potatoes are beautiful. Yeah. So it has some good, nice eating potatoes. And then a whole bunch of little ones that we can boil and turn into a pie. Some real pretty ones. Just not as many as I'd kind of hoped for, but still not a bad harvest. Alright, now we're going to go dig the other bed. Okay, this is our other sweet potato bed. And all the last place we have sweet potatoes planted are these bamboo stakes. So 1, 2, 3 bamboo stakes. And all these vines from here over have just rambled over from these original plants. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 sweet potato slips that we planted, and they filled up this whole area. So we're getting ready to cut back the vines, put them in for the chickens, give them a snack, and then we're going to dig these potatoes. I'll come back and show you what we get. Okay, we have cleared away all of the vines. We are left with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm not sure what number I said before, but we exposed 12 stakes where we originally planted a sweet potato slip. So 12 slips in this area had produced all those vines, and now we're going to dig the potatoes out and see what we get. Hopefully it'll be bucket loads. Here we go. Get on the other side. Okay. Come on. Looks promising. No. Not really impressed. Dang. We got 2. That one's got to be a bunch. That makes me sad. It looks like intestines with no potatoes. Got a healthy crop of worms going still. That's good. Nothing. Womp womp. Good worms though. Alright, this one ought to have some. I mean, you can see them from the top, so got to have something. Oh yeah.
All of them.
There we go. That's pretty. There's one already rotten in there though. Alright, that's pretty. That's a good little handful. Look, these 2 big nice ones. And a bunch of medium ones. 3 big nice ones on this one. Good night. Wonder why this one did so great and the other one did so nothing. It's a riddle. Alright, I'm going to pull these off and put them in the bucket. And, well, I'll show him turn over one more. See if maybe we'll get a repeat performance of this monster I've got in my hand. And, well, not bad. There's a whole cluster of them over there. Aw, one broke. Pretty nice. They're not huge. Yeah. This is what it should look like, y'all. This one plant we got. Alright, I'm going to turn this thing off. We're going to dig up all 12 hills and come back and let you know our final result. God, kind of disappointing. Oh well. Alright, back in a little bit. This is our entire sweet potato haul. We got the blue bucket off that area in the front garden, and we got this white bucket off the area in this raised bed. So, not super exciting. It'll be enough to have some taste of sweet potatoes. They should be cured by time for Thanksgiving to have sweet potato pie and have sweet potato casserole. But not going to keep us fed through the winter. But still, they were fun, and well, we got what we got. So That's it. Alright, this is today's garden haul. We got 0.63 pounds of butter beans, 2.54 pounds of bush green beans, 1.26 pounds of pole green beans. We picked okra. I think we already put it in the refrigerator. 0.16 pounds of okra, 2.24 pounds of purple whole peas, 2.15 pounds of jalapeno peppers, and 1.74 pounds of tomatoes. And we also we weighed the sweet potatoes, and it was 30.16 pounds of sweet potatoes. I'll show you those in a second. And that brings our year total of garden harvest to 1,033.27 pounds. Goal met with 3 months to spare. So, pretty good year, pretty good day. Alright, thanks for watching. This is our sweet potatoes we got. This is 30.16 pounds of sweet potatoes. But, I mean, about, I don't know, count about 20 that are actually be like the right size and for baking, for just having a baked sweet potato. The rest of them I'm going to have to boil and skin and boil and mash, maybe to make pies or casseroles or something. So, not super pleased with our sweet potato harvest. For the amount of space it takes in the garden and the amount of time they grew in the garden, very little reward for the amount of space and time. But they're yummy and we'll enjoy them. So, not a waste. Not a waste at all. It'll be fine, but probably could have used the space better with something else. But, alright, that's it. Thanks for watching.